You're so busy.
So much.
E-log record.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so first off, I just want to thank... Can you guys hear me? Alright, so first off, I just want to thank everyone tonight for being here and supporting our Lady Lancers. It means a lot to me that you're here, and I know it means a lot to the girls that their parents and their friends and their family members are here to support them as well. Despite our record, we've made great progress as a team this year. Being 3-15 doesn't sound like much, but there are numerous games where these girls fought from start to finish, and they should be commended on those games. It wasn't ever easy for the girls, but when they came together, watching them play was very exciting. Looking back at some of our games, to kind of put the season in a little bit more of a perspective and not 3-15. For Ashton, our first game, we only lost to them by 1. It was a very good game. It was our first game of the season. All right, and we came out strong. Dover Sherborne, all right, we won 39-18, and during that game we had a 15-point and a 16-point quarter. So when we wanted to, you could put the ball in the loop. Medway, the first time we played them, Medway was one of the best teams in our league. We lost to them, but we only lost by 4. So losing by 4 to Medway our first time around definitely shows the kind of caliber of basketball that we can play, and that we should be playing all season long. Bellingham the first time, we beat them 40-20. It was actually a really fun game, not because of the score for me, but it was the first game where I think we really got to see the girls being able to run up and down the court and transition and see the court. They were passing the ball up the court, they were transitioning great, they saw the open player, the open space, and they were finishing on all their layups and all their shots, and that for me was a very exciting game to bring. Holliston, first time around, we lost 37-36, but at one point we fought back from a 12-point deficit. So that shows the heart that these girls had to keep going and not to give up, to be determined to go ahead and take that game. Bellingham, second time, we beat them again. Dover Sherborne, second time around. We ended up losing that game 25-20, but we were up that game the entire time. And as we know in that game, it's down to a rebound, inbound shot for a bank 3 in the last, less than a minute left in that game. So that game was a little bit of a heartbreaker, but it just shows us and myself that when you have a chance, all right, you just gotta close that door. And the girls felt it that day, and they came out and they played hard, and that's what we should look back at our season and not look at our season as a 3-15, but as what did we accomplish as a program, and where can we go from here. And I think those games, and looking back, it really shows the type of caliber basketball that these girls can play when they put their minds to it. Okay. So all the ladies sitting here before you have a great future here with Norton basketball. They come to practice willing to learn and ready to improve. The season always didn't go as planned, but they always kept their heads up and always did what was asked of them. I know at that time was hard for the girls, but the one thing I want the girls to understand is that the scoreboard does not define you as a team. All right, every time you go out there on the court like you did, you play hard. All right, you work hard. All right, and you just put the best effort in as you can on the court. So please, girls, don't leave tonight and with this season having that scoreboard define your season. All right, because that scoreboard did not define your season. I just want to tell a few girls and everybody here, I'm very thankful to be a part of Norton. This is my first year coaching and my first year teaching at the school, and everybody has been welcoming and warming and very friendly and always willing to help, and I appreciate the support from you parents and you girls my first year here. And I'm excited to have a future here in Norton, and I'm excited to see this program and these girls go on to next year and beyond and have great seasons, become wonderful young ladies as they're becoming, as we said before. So now I'd like to take time to call players individually so they'll receive their certificates. Alright, so this is one of our leaders. She always kept her head up high, and she always encouraged her team to do the same. One of her players today talked to me, and she kind of put it perfectly. This player did the small things. She didn't always contribute on offense, but she did the small things that mattered, that kind of went unnoticed, right, and that nobody gave her enough credit for. All Alright, so her teammate today told me and really put it into perspective. So this person is Carrie. Come on up.
Carrie!
Alright. This is our tower down low. She was that light in the paint for us. She fought for us every night on that block. So I like to call her Amy Tess at this time.
Yay, May!
So this player, she always worked hard. She had tons of questions, but she had a ton of questions because she wanted to learn. She wanted to make sure that she was giving her all to her team. So at this point, I'd like to call Lexi Larson. This person is our spark plug. She could really get the game going for us, and her teammates depended on her to put that ball in the hoop. So Maggie, would you come on up?
Yeah. Good work, Maggie!
Our next player is our silent leader. She worked hard on and off the court this season. She led by example, and that did not go unnoticed. So Corinne, come on up.
Corinne, good work!
If you ever needed a laugh, you could count on this person. She always had a positive attitude. Not only just we can count on her for our laughter and to get us through practices sometimes when they're a little intense and we needed a break, but she always tried 100% on that court, I feel. So Gabby, come on up. So this player was an all-around team player. She wasn't able to spend a lot of time on the court for us this season as her injury, but she was always there cheering the girls on, scorebook, encouraging them. So Jen, come on up. This next player, I need her to shoot more next year. She has such a natural touch on her shot, and I'd love to see her gain the confidence and trust in her instincts to make those shots. So Catherine, come on up. This player worked hard on and off the court, in practice and during games. She always gave it her all. So Ashley Ahern, come on up.
Yeah, Ashley!
This next player, we can talk about her intensity. Her intensity on the court was fantastic when she was in. She fought for the ball. She gave it 100%. Whenever I asked, she always did this. So Brittany Holmes, come on.
Yeah, Brittany!
Alright, this is one of our quiet players, one of our quiet leaders. When we asked her to step up, if we needed somebody to be our point for us, if Corinne needed a break, she stepped up. And I would like to say, Allie, come on up.
Allie!
So we don't have the plaque ready for these next awards, all right? But the first award I'm going to call out is our Coaches Award. This player is a player that every coach wants on their team. She works hard and that's such a positive person to be around. She always cheers and has a great outlook on the season to help inspire her teammates. When called upon, she had the intensity on the court that the ball was hers. She was going up, she'd get that rebound, and she did. She always was dedicated to the team from start to finish, and I thank her greatly for that. She had a team-first mentality. So this person, Brittany Holmes, come on up. Oh, you're supposed to get a plaque? We don't have a plaque. I'll get you that plaque soon. The next player, she started out a shy and quiet player, very cautious and always wanted to make sure she understood what was asked of her. So she asked questions and made the effort to improve. She worked hard in practices and spent extra time on her shot. When it came to games, she really started to show her skills during the second half of the season. She started shooting. She has such a natural shot, and I look forward to see her improvements from this offseason. So for the most improved player, Kaitlyn Bateman, please come on up. And my final word to give out tonight is MVP. Like I said earlier, this player was our spark plug to our offense. She has such a natural ability to drive to the hoop from the middle of the paint or the baseline. She isn't afraid to get herself to the line and finish with a three-point opportunity. She worked hard on the top of our defense, moving her feet and getting picks. She had a total of 133 points for us this season and shot about 50% from the foul line, and she was an all-around hustle player for us. So for our MVP, Maggie, come on up. Thank you all for being here tonight, supporting me throughout the season, supporting the players throughout the season. And I look forward to having a good rest of the night with you guys, and I look forward to seeing more of you in next season and in the off season. So thank you for your support. I really do truly appreciate it. Thank you.